Today we're going to talk about the difference between the DC2 and the DC4 Integra. Now, I see a lot of people online calling their cars DC2s, Zosh, but I understand why, because maybe it gets you better exposure. That's what people search for, and I completely get that. I use it too. That's usually what people associate Integras with. Just they call it DC2s because they either don't know about all the other chassis codes along that are associated with Integras or what, but that just seems to be the most common chassis code, and I kind of understand why. So I just figured, you know what, for people who don't know, let's just break it down really quick, make this like a 5-minute video on the differences between them. So the DC4 is basically the North American base model for the Integra. I'm not sure if that goes for anywhere else in the world. If you live somewhere outside of the North American region, let me know if you have a DC4 because, I wouldn't know if they're out there. But as far as I'm concerned, it's only in Canada and the United States. I'm not sure about Mexico, but yeah, just let me know if DC4s are anywhere else in the world. It's known as the LS, which is the B18B1 non-VTEC engine that came out of the Honda Oretha, I think is the name of the car. I might be saying that completely wrong. But that's the engine it came out of, and that's the only other car that had a B18B from the factory, I believe. It has cloth interior or leather interior, depending on which type of Integra you have, which we'll get to later. It comes with a sunroof, side moldings, a small spoiler, and is the most common Integra. So now I kind of figured I'd do a quick rundown of the different types of LS models from the Integra. So the LS has cloth interior, the GS has gray leather interior with gray door panels, the RS has cloth interior with no sunroof, and the SE is a green Integra with tan interior, which I can't stand to see. And I just noticed that dude in blue just bought an Integra, and it just so happened to be an SE. Next is the DC2 chassis code, which most people associate with. This I would consider to be a global chassis code because it's pretty much everywhere. It's in North America, Asia, Europe, wherever else in the world that's, a continent. Now, I'm not sure if Africa got Integras. I'm not 100% sure if they did, but this is pretty much everywhere. And it is also known as the GSR and the Type R. So the DC2 is a GSR and a Type R. So I figured I'd do like a quick rundown of the differences real quick because, I've made videos on this in the past, so you can just go watch those if you want to learn more. But the GSR has a B18C1 in America. It comes with cloth or leather interior. Now, the cloth is usually like confetti or something like that, and the leather is usually black leather. It comes with a sunroof, small spoiler. It's kind of hard to find. It has side moldings and is 4-lug. And the Type R, on the other hand, is a B18C5 with cloth interior only, with red stitching in America. It has no sunroof. It has a tall spoiler. It's a really rare Integra. I think there was only like 3,800 made. There's no side moldings whatsoever, and it's 5-lug except for the 96 spec in Japan. So, I feel like the reason why people associate more with the DC2 is because it's on a global level, whereas DC4 is like strictly only in America, I think. So really, that's the differences. So if you have a GSR or a Type R, it's a DC2, and if you don't, then you got a DC2, or sorry, you got a DC4. So yeah, that was the video really quick. I figured this video should be made on the internet. That way people can always know the differences between the DC2 and the DC4. So I will catch you guys in the next one.